Welcome in. What we got here today is going to be a conversation that's going to be eye-opening. It's going to be filled with hope. It's going to be filled with despair. It's going to be filled with tragedy. But at the end of the day, the overwhelming message is that you're not alone. We are not alone. We are all here to help each other. Everybody in this circle of mine is family. We've known each other for at least 15 years now. And some of these stories are going to be brand new to me because there's this feeling that we can't share it. We have to keep it all in and hide it. And that's not the goal today. And our goal moving forward is that we don't keep it in anymore. We're all here to help. We're in this together again. This is family. This is what we do. And we just want everybody out there to know you're not alone. There's somebody out there that can do this for you. You just have to ask. This is the Bust Down. I've got Quinn. I've got Alex, the host of the Lost in Culture podcast. And then we've got Tevin. And I'm going to let him take it from here. Get us going.
All right. First of all, I want to thank y'all for being here today. Because you didn't have to. I know it's taking that time in y'all's day to do this. We're all here today. We talked about this, but for the people that don't know, just to discuss mental health and the things that go along with it and the different attributes of mental health, whether that be depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, eating disorders, suicide as well. Suicide's a huge problem right now in this culture, I think, coming off of the pandemic, and I think y'all would agree with me. A lot of people had a lot more time. Things happened. There were a lot of tragedies, a lot of traumas that went along with it. And we just need to address these things. I think the people that I have with me, I'm able to call them not only friends but family. We've been together through a lot of things. We've grown up together for many, many years. We have worked together. We've laughed, we've cried, we've laughed a lot more, but everyone knows everything. So today's conversation, honestly, is more so just a refresher, not to have you, how can I say this, second guessing yourself, because you're worth it, and I want you to know that you're worth it. Matter of fact, what camera am I on? This one? All right, so you're worth this shit. You matter. Remind yourself of that every fucking day. Because at the end of the day, nobody's got you more than yourself. That's the one thing I want to start off with. But with that, I think it's a huge thing that we discuss mental health and mental illnesses with our friends. Because a lot of times we do not discuss it at all. We just kind of turn a blind eye to it. We act like it doesn't exist. And not even that we act like it doesn't exist. I'm going to take that back. We just aren't open with our friends about it because it's more of like I don't want them to have to worry about me. I know for myself, like I said this, I don't want to have them to worry about me. I'm not valuable when I'm depressed. I'm not valuable when I'm anxious. I'm not valuable when I'm feeling suicidal. But the question I have for you is that, are you saying that your friendship is valuable only when you're good? Or is it valuable when you have on both sides? Because if you're going about this just saying like, oh, I'm only valuable when I'm good, then that's a friendship that you need to question. That is something I will say. So, before we get into this conversation, I want to ask everybody how they're feeling today. Alex, how you feeling today? Hun?
As a lot of, y'all know on this couch know that, I've been dealing with a lot of shit, so I can't even hide nothing right now. So,
are we talking recent dealing with shit?
Very recent. Overall? Overall, recent, everything. Okay. So, how am I feeling? If we're gonna be honest about this conversation, we're gonna go into the table because a lot of times we say, "How are you feeling?" and you just say, "Good. How are you?"
Exactly.
I'm fine. Exactly. How are you? So with this, I guess I'll be honest. I feel like shit. I feel like shit today. I feel good because I'm with people that I love and I fuck with. I feel good because things aren't on my mind right now. But if you were to ask me overall, I feel like shit. And that's why I appreciate this right now. because this gives me a space to just talk. And sometimes that's what you just need, is to just talk. You just need to just let it out, and we don't know how to really do that without actually, it's hard to open yourself up and say, this is what's wrong with me.
100%.
So, I mean, just to answer your question, scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably at like a 4.
Okay.
And
college rate, we're not passing.
And we're gonna leave that and we're gonna circle back, but just to keep it 100 and keep it a buck, I'm good because I'm around people and I'm doing this that I know that's gonna help me, but in the overall ranking, 4 to 10.
Okay. Hugh, how you feeling today?
I don't feel too bad today, but only reason is because I knew I was participating in this. This is something I was looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just like her, gone through a lot of things throughout the years, the past couple of weeks. But I'm very happy to be here amongst people I'm comfortable with to share my story and help other people get comfortable with their stories. So I'm okay right now. I can't guarantee tonight.
Cheers to that. Quarter, how you feeling today?
Man, today's a good day. You know, woke up a little slow for me today, but no, I'm doing good. I can't lie. I had some quick reservations and some anxiety before heading over here because this is serious.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this matters, and you know, had that split instinct to say, never mind, I'm good, I'm gonna back out. But this is gonna be worth it.
Yes.
It's gonna be worth it, and I'm good. And to get us going, you brought something up, Alex, that I deal with every single day. I'm in the office still. I'm not working from home.
Me too. Yeah.
So all my coworkers, hey, good morning. How are you today?
Mm-hmm.
Good. How are you? Good. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
We keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
Cause what if I was like bad?
Super bad.
What if someone was like, how you doing today? And I go, bad.
What you gonna say after that?
What you-
Like, what do you say?
They don't have an answer.
It's 8:30 in the morning.
Right.
You really care?
What do you say after that?
You know, it's formalities.
Right.
And I hate formalities.
Right.
Because it's not genuine, you know. If I'm over
Right.
here, hey man, it's a bad morning. I can't lie to you. You gonna sit down and talk? We can fix it up? No, you can be like, damn, that sucks.
Yeah, right.
I got work to do, so
Right.
you can call me at lunch or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So I just
You just say good
and you keep it moving. And so I hope that with this today, we can kind of move past that a little
change
bit.
the narrative
It's
a little
okay.
bit.
It's okay to not say you're good.
Right.
It's okay to not say you're good. And Tev, I want to give you props. You do that a lot. You let me know if you're not good.
Yes.
And I appreciate
yes.
that. I've been getting better at that in a sense to where like I'm now letting my friends know, hey, I'm not okay. Because for a while there I never said shit. And while I thought that, I was doing a great job of hiding it, everyone that knows me well enough knows when I'm not doing right. Whether that be family, whether that be friends. Like, my friends are an extension of my family, so everyone know. Like, the people closest to me know, he's not in a great space today. And so it's been a process, but I'm getting there. Today I'm alright.
Yeah. How are you?
Right.
How are you?
You know, today I'm okay. Shout out to my Lexapro for doing the fucking job, baby. Because
Hey, sometimes you need this.
shout out to Lexapro for doing the job today. Because today my anxiety has been very minimal. Yesterday, didn't take it, and I noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was with you yesterday, and
Mm-hmm.
I can agree with that one.
Yeah, like yesterday was bad. Yesterday I was highly anxious. I was very fucking just there, just.
Now, just to go back. Oh, go ahead.
What's up? No, you're good. What you got?
Well, just to go back on like, how do you, when someone does say, "Hey, how are you doing?" and you want to say the honest answer and be like, "Hey, I feel like shit." How do you respond to that?
I got this. So I love how he said it's a formality, but a formality isn't the reality.
Right.
And a lot of people know me. I use comedic relief as a. So I'm gonna tell you, hey, how you doing today? I'm sad, and everyone laughs.
They
I
laugh
laugh with them
right,
because
right.
this is a funny thing for me to say, but in reality,
No,
It's
for
the
real. I do
truth.
feel sad.
I gave you the real answer,
Yeah.
but I use comedic relief to get through every day. At work, at home, on the phone with my mother.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's another thing that a lot of people do to make themselves feel like you're not burdening other people with your sadness. Because people don't know how to answer.
Being a burden is a
if
big
someone
thing.
had told me, hey man, I'm sad today, I know how to respond to it in a general sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, non-specific, you know, stuff like that. So, let's say I meet someone I've never met before, and they tell me they're sad.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, I'm going to ask them, hey, what's going on? But a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm sorry. And that's the end of the conversation. That doesn't benefit anybody. It doesn't benefit the person asking the question because now they're not educated as to what's going on.
Can I piggyback off that?
Yeah, go on.
Because I think what happens is that a lot of times the people, especially I work in the service industry part-time, right? And so I talk to people all day. It's really my job. Like, besides doing whatever I'm doing at work, I'm talking to them. You build a rapport, you see the same people. I ask people, I'm like, how are you doing today? People ask me, how are you doing today? I will say this, when it comes to regulars that I know and I'm comfortable with, I'm more so comfortable saying, today and today.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that because I've built that rapport with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But people that I really don't know that well, it's more so of like, hey, like, I am sorry to hear that. And there's sometimes I'm like, all right, like, would you want to talk about it? But it's like, you can gauge a person's energy. That's what I've just kind of realized where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
mm-hmm.
I don't want to ask you this question because, quite frankly, this might be your first time in, and you literally you might have lost your job, your boyfriend might have broken up with your girlfriend, a lot of shit could have happened, or you could really just be having just a rough day. Like, you could have woken up on the wrong side of the bread, as Phil would say, and you're just not feeling it that day, and you're like, all right, like, I'm just really having an off day, and that's okay. I think there's this general notion where people think you have to be happy every fucking day, and that to me is absurd, because it's okay to not be okay. It's fine. Like, that's normal. It's very normal, and it's very.
I think as humans, when you ask that question, hey, how you doing? I think as humans, we should just take that into more consideration. I think when you ask, hey, how you doing? I think you should be prepared for that next response. And I think just people aren't prepared, especially in the corporate world, in the work environment, whatever the case may be, people who you aren't really in contact with every day. When you ask the question, hey, how you doing? Are you prepared for someone to be like, man, I woke up on the shitty side of the bed today. Man, I just feel like today is just not my day. Are you prepared for that response? Are you prepared to talk to that person and be like, you don't even gotta take a lot of time. Just be like, hey bro, I hope you have a good day. I mean, if you need somebody to talk to, I'm here. A lot of people don't do that. It's like we said, it's, oh damn, I'm sorry about that. Have a nice day today.
And also with that, I will say this, but it's like, this is where I'm going to question you on that. We're just talking about the corporate world. Why is it that when our friends and family ask us, are we okay?
You're absolutely right.
We're so quick to just be like,
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I'm good. So this literally happened today. I had a breakdown, and my mom had I was like literally like crying in front of my mom, but I was like trying not to cry in front of my mom.
Yeah.
And I went in the bathroom to take a shower and like just tried to cover up the sounds of me crying. I just turned on the shower, and she came in the bathroom and she was just like, "What is wrong?" And she just hugged me, and I told Quinn, I said, that's the first time I hugged my mom in about 2 years. Like it's the and I just had a fucking breakdown, and she came in, she hugged me, and it was like, she asked me 3 times before that, Alex, what's wrong? And I literally, like, with tears falling down my eyes, I said, nothing's wrong.
Bro, we lie so quickly.
And that too, it's like
Like, it's
Why
really
not
like
be-
you be lying, man. Like,
It's hard to be
sometimes,
honest.
Like, why can't you be honest with the people that love you the most?
Because
Right.
people make you feel insecure about it. You feel like, hey, what's wrong? I dropped my sandwich today. It's a minimal problem to some people. With people dealing with mental health, that's a major thing, and it can last for a while. If you ask me in 24 hours how happy am I, I'll say 30 minutes, and they think that that's not accurate.
And to go off that, like, that drop into the sandwich thing doesn't seem like a big deal to
Exactly.
a lot of fucking people. It's like, oh, you dropped your sandwich. Like, it's not like,
Just make another.
Just make another. But that drop into the sandwich can literally just be, if you've
Be
already had a
the
rough
fucking
day,
tip of the iceberg.
can be the next thing what you gotta do.
Hey, y'all touched on a few things that's got me curious. So let me get them to you in more formal proposed situations, because there's definitely some good things that we need to go over.
Mm-hmm.